Today's 1048 dating. I'm sharing this as a learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today, speak about three things that we're able to do that has unlimited return, unlimited gains. Now, those gains are most time not for us, just for other people. But could it be that is so nice to give something that is so free, but could bring so much value to other person? So today we'll share 10 things that we're able to do that is totally free for us, or something is the cost is so small that brings such a massive difference in other people's lives, such a massive impact in other people's lives. And I think that we're supposed to be excited and looking for ways to really get those free and free of cost activities or things that we're able to do to really then bring so much value to other people, to bring that so much value to the community around us. So what I think, first one is smile. A smile. I think that when you never smile before to strangers, to people, sometimes it could be very, very hard to really to do that at the beginning. But when you understand that every single person has a mask, a face, everyone wants to really to connect with people. I think 90%, 95% of people really want to connect with people. Sometimes I know some people are not that nice, and because they just hurt, they disappointed, they have a terrible life, negativity. They're not bad people, just have something going on in their life. And I think that we are afraid to smile, we're afraid to really speak with people because of that 1, 2, maybe 5% of people who are not that nice, who do not want to connect. Even though the 95% want to connect, want to smile at each other. Because when you start really smiling, you're able to really reduce the stress, you're able to uplift other person's day. There's so many benefits because if you smile, they smile back, and that kind thing that smile could make or break someone else's day. I think it's very, very powerful to smile. Because sometimes that smile, just small smile, is all that you need to have that elevated energy to really try something, do things that when you try to do things, they could really bring even more energy. So smile is a big, big, big thing. Improving mood. Second thing, and sometimes even more, of course, investment is bigger. That means listening actively, attentively. Now, of course, that means your time and your focus will be required. Your energy and your time will be required to do that. But again, this is such a massive value to other person who is speaking to you. Sometimes they get able to give all their heart out. Because I love saying that when you share your wins to other person, you're able to expand that win. When you share your doubts, your negativity with other person, you're able to split that. Split that. So that means when you're really listening to someone and tell without judgment, without advice, just listen, understand them by asking right questions, and allow to open up. It's really strengthens relationships, nurtures relationships, and really allows other person to feel uplifted, normalize their struggle, and really go after the big goals that they have. And it's very, very important. Number three, as this is a totally cost free, is compliment. Compliment and being able to really give genuine compliment. I'm not saying that like fake compliment, just to say compliment. No, I'm saying it like, and I feel that every single person has something to compliment on. Every single person. There's nobody on earth who doesn't deserve a compliment. We just sometimes need to be willing to search for it. That means that you're able to compliment based on their choices, what they wear, choices of their actions, choices of everything. Because I think that we always need to make this a compliment based on what they choose on, or based on their actions, not what they given by earth. You're not able to give a compliment. Oh, I like your blue eyes. They didn't choose blue eyes. They born with blue eyes, unless of course put some eyelashes. But like this is not what we're supposed to compliment on. We're supposed to compliment based on their choices, based on their actions, and because based on their effort. When we compliment what they do, they feel much better because they feel okay. This is what I did, and it's a much better compliment. And I think that is always good. And if of course you want to compliment the way how they look, you of course are able to compliment. I love how you chose this scarf. It's perfect fit with whatever that you find appropriate. Um, Number 4 is holding the door open. Holding the door to open. That means it's, I guess, a very nice gesture, and it just costs a couple of seconds of your time showing that I see you. I see you. That is a beautiful thing, because I think that a lot of times people feel that they are not seen, they are not heard. I think that's not being seen is one of the main thing that people feel depressed, disappointed. Sometimes people act out because they finally want to be seen, because people try to do so many great things, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. But then people start to act out. They start to be seen, even though that scene is it's from Nick from disappointment. Like, how you can do this? How you can really do this kind of bad thing? And the only thing that why they do that, because they just want to be seen. And I truly believe that that's when you open the door. This is a small gesture, but it's really could mean a lot of things to other people. I think that if that's, I think that sometimes we underrate small gestures that we're able to do, that how much impact they could make on other people's lives, even opening the door. Number 5 is offering help, even in small ways. And again, the small ways could sometimes even swing the biggest doors. The small things could really swing the biggest doors. So that it requires a little bit minimal effort, but we're able to really look into what kind of effort do we need, because I think that a lot of times just knowing that you have a person that you can ask for help, and that effort to like, do you need some support? Do you need some help? Just by asking a question, do you need some help? Do you need some support? Sometimes it's more than enough to show support. Ask a question, do you need some support? Do you need some help? Do you need a helping hand? Is something that's more than enough to show that you are here to support that person, that you care about the other person. Number 6 is saying thank you. Again, it's totally free, but really showing appreciation, expressing your appreciation. Doesn't matter how small they did or how big they did. We need to really appreciate, because what you appreciate appreciates. If you appreciate small things, they will give more. If you don't appreciate, no one wants to really give when they don't feel appreciated. And I think that we always need to feel that we over appreciate. Because I think that we always think that, oh, we appreciate a lot. But a lot of times in other person's mind, they want more appreciation. I think that we always need to say, I thank you, thank you. And I think that always when we say thank you, we always need to make sure that we say specific things, what we appreciate. Because saying just thank you is nice, is much better than not saying thank you. But when you are able to really be very specific what you enjoyed about what they did, exactly to the detail, at that moment, the person feels much better because they know exactly what works, and you're able to do that to other person as well. And of course, at that moment, they feel much better, and strengthen the bonds between you and that person that you said thank you for. Number 7 is sending a thoughtful message. And there are a lot of different ways we can send an email. We're able to send text. We're able to really even send in person thoughtful message. We're able to leave sticky note, whatever. Like it could be like like mail. Like there's so many different ways to send a thoughtful message. And this could be free or the price of a note, but at the same time, we're able to. The most important part is it could be a kind message, or it could be appreciation as well. It could be something that you appreciate about the person. It could, something that they did very well. Something that you saw that they did very well. That not for you, maybe it was not in person, but you able to see what they did. And I think that is very important that we are very precise. Very precise exactly what we like. Because saying you're doing amazing is great. That is a great start. But when you say exactly what they did amazing, what you specifically like what they did, I think there's always specificity helps to improve. I think that helps so much more because the person who gets that message understands that they're doing something right. They're doing something right, and they will keep doing that. Because sometimes people do the right thing for so long, and they never get appreciation, and they feel that probably what I'm doing, nobody cares. I need to quit on what I'm doing. But when you really give that message, they start to, okay, this is what I'm doing. It's really working. This is exactly what it's supposed to do because people see my effort. And that's why it's so important to give note. And that's why I said that so much Small messages that we able to give to other people potentially could impact so much. Person could keep doing what they're doing, right things, or people even sometimes could quit because they never felt this right thing to do. Number 8 is offering encouragement or support. I guess this is again, I already mentioned it, but it's totally free to offer support. It's emotional support because I remember that's I will never forget my brother saying that I shared all the big dreams, what I will do. Like it's massive dreams. People could say that it's just incredible, like that I was thinking such a massive dreams, and I know that I was not capable of. I was much younger, and of course I was not able. I'm still not capable of achieving them yet. Yet the most important part yet. But my brother didn't ask questions. He didn't ask questions based on are you actually able to achieve that? He didn't question that. What he said was so powerful. He said, I will be there when you will need my support. I will be there when you will need my support. That's all that I needed to hear. That was very powerful. I think that sometimes we think that we need to help with resources, with energy, with time, with money, with so many things to really make a difference in another person's life. Sometimes being able to say such a small sentence, I will be there when you will need me, is more than enough to really have that safety net. Safety net is all that people need. That when you are able to be that safety net for somebody, you will encourage someone to pursue massive, massive goals. Very powerful. Number 9 is sharing knowledge or advice. Now, sometimes a person is sharing what they want to achieve, and you can either keep that advice to yourself or you're able to share the knowledge. And again, this requires a little bit your time, a little bit your insights, and being able to ask a few questions that you could really specialize their advice based on their situation. Because we need to sometimes understand, because of course, generalized advice never works, or works sometimes, but in a sense, but when we're really able to specialize that question, that answer advice to that specific person, we're able to really make the most difference. So that means that when we're really helping people, you understand where they are, where they want to be, and then where is the gap and how to get there. And then we're able to make that advice based on that. Of course, it's much, much, much more specialized. And of course, we able to really make a massive difference, because sometimes people are stuck in the same spot for a month, for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, maybe a year. And you finally come up and you give advice that they're finally able to start to breathe, because they understand that they're finally able to understand what they're able to do. Because people are not moving forward because they don't have a clarity, or they have no idea what they're able to do. They have a blind spot, or they don't know what they don't know. When you're able to give advice, when you're able to give support, when you're able to give knowledge, sometimes you save people from 5 years, from maybe from decade of working on understanding what they're able to do, if a person is willing to ask for support. Number 10 is forgiving someone, letting go of resentment. And I think that this is one of the biggest things that really helps you the most. Because probably everyone has heard that if you is really having a grudge is like almost a drinking poison and hoping that other person will die. So being able to forgive is letting you go, not other person go, letting you go. That is the biggest part that I needed to learn about forgiveness. That forgiveness is letting yourself go from my luggage of not forgiveness. And when you forgive, of course, sometimes when you say that to other person, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you for all the things that you did. I know that what you did was wrong. We don't say that, oh, I forgive you, so that means that what you did right is right. No, that's not what you say. We say that I forgive you, even though that, because I know that you grew, I grew. So it means the person that made that mistake is different than is now. And I'm different. So when you're able to forgive, other person could feel better and you can feel better. So it's so much more benefit could be, because both of you could really leave that luggage behind and really move forward in a better tomorrow. And of course, this is the 10 things that I shared about the small things that we're able to do to really bring so much value. I hope that you will reflect as well. What kind of small things that you could do regarding other people, regarding yourself, that really is free of cost. Just requires maybe a little bit of time, and that's it. But really, as I said, sometimes small things that you're able to do brings enormous amounts of value to yourself or to other people. So what are those things? I hope you reflect that and choose some things that you're able to do every single day to really make a difference in other people's lives. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.